morning, welcome to a new vlog, and today is Sunday, so we're not really starting the vlog off on a good note because we missed the whole week and the whole weekend and I am sweating. It is meant to be 35 degrees today, 35, so yeah. I need to catch you up because it's been a very music heavy week. I'm going to my third concert today of this week, but it's a festival today, so I've been to 2 different gigs this week and then today is a festival, so it's been a very long week, but like very music heavy, very exciting week, and it's been so good. But yeah, I don't know why I haven't been on to vlog. I vlogged the clips and stuff from the concerts though, so like I'll be including those, but we'll talk through it. I do want to come on and like chat about other things though from this week. Like I joined the library, got some library books, but maybe I'll come back on tomorrow, debrief all of today, and we'll chat through more stuff tomorrow. But I can't believe I think I am really sweating. Also got my nails done. These I think are literally my like favorite nails I think I've ever got. Like they're green marble effect, and obviously it's the Patrick's weekend, so for the weekend that's in it, yeah, I'm like so obsessed. I think they're so nice, and I went to a new salon in Bondi Junction as well to get them done, and yeah, they're really impressed, so I'll be going back, and yeah, I love them so much. But this week, so we're winding back. Didn't really do much except like work from Bondi and stuff, but on Thursday evening I went to a gig in the Oxford Art Factory in like Oxford Street near like city centre-ish, and it was kind of like, I would say like a student union vibe. That's kind of the vibe I got from it. But I was seeing this French like synth act called Kid Francescoli, and it's like a 3-piece, and just really good vibes. Like I really liked the music. It was kind of reminding me of like Fred again. It was like there wasn't much singing or anything. There was a few songs with singing, but a lot of it was just like good dance music and very vibey. Like vibey was the word of the night. It was just very good vibes. And they had a support act, Australian 2-piece called Barley Passable, I think they're called, who were really good as well, and very energetic to get the crowd like set up for Kid Francescoli. The crowd was very French. There's a lot of LA around me, but yeah, a small venue, intimate venue, and just a really fun night. So I'll add in some clips now so you can see. So that was Thursday night, and then on Saturday, yesterday, we had the biggest lie-in ever, and like just didn't really do anything yesterday. It was like 29 degrees, couldn't go for a walk, it was so hot, and then went to see Kasabian last night, which was so fun. Kasabian and Blossoms. So Blossoms was a support act, and I was so excited to see Blossoms. So Blossoms are from Stockport outside Manchester, and they've been around for like a while, and they're just so cool. I love Blossoms, so that was so fun to see them. Definitely would want to go to like a show of theirs, like only theirs in the future, if they ever come to Sydney again. So yeah, Blossoms were amazing. And then Kasabian were so good, but like, oh my god, the crowd, it was I expect they're a rock band, like it was mosh pits galore, and I was like, thank god I'm up in this balcony just watching everything, spectating. I'm not a mosh pit girl, like not mosh pits are not for me, and that was just absolute chaos. Like I'll put in some videos and you'll say, but oh my god, pure chaos. And yeah, it was just kind of good to spectate and watch from above. But they put on a show, and like Steph's quite a big Kasabian fan. We've seen them before. No, he's seen them before, I can't remember, but he like knows the whole band story, and like there used to be another front lead singer, and there was a whole issues with him, so then they brought him out, and then this new guy Serge, we don't know, he was the bass guitar player, but they brought him as like the front man, and he like has complete frontman energy. Like he was so good, and like you would have thought he was the main guy like the whole time. Like I didn't really know, but yeah, such a good singer. Like energy was on point. And then like later on in the concert, then he like come up to the balcony where we were sitting, and like we were in the front row of the balcony, and he was like in the middle and like leant over, and he was just right there. It was really cool, very cool. And he like even went down the front like into the crowd saying like one certain point, like a really cool frontman, and I really enjoyed it. And like the songs and stuff, it was just, the mosh pits were just chaos. So I'll put in some videos and you can watch that. That was also in Newtown, where we explored last week in last week's vlog. And it was just so weird, like that we were like in Newtown a week before and we'd seen the poster for Kasabian, we'd seen that Enmore Theatre and we're like, oh, this looks like a really cool like venue for music and stuff. And then like a week later we happened to be there. Also, I feel like I'm so blotchy from like sweat probably and like being outside for like 5 seconds to get my coffee. But yes, so today is the day. It is Misneach Day, so it's St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, and today is Sunday the 16th, and we're going to Misneach. So I'm going to see Kneecap, I'm going to see Amble, I'm going to see Mr. Dermot Kennedy, Matt Corby. So excited. This is my 6th time seeing Dermot Kennedy. So like, yeah, I've seen him a few times to say the least. First time in Australia, seen him in New York twice, seen him in London twice, 3 times in London, 3 times in London. Yeah, and then New York twice, and then Sydney. So yeah, 6 times seeing Mr. Dermot Kennedy. Hi, Steph.
Hi. How are we, Team Oracle?
So yeah, 6 times seeing Dermot Kennedy, and then, but I'm so excited to see Kneecap. I know they had their show in Sydney last night and it was sold out, like I couldn't get a ticket to it, and they played like in Melbourne to like thousands, like a pop-up gig or something, so they're doing like very well. But I'm very intrigued to see how they get on today, and yeah, it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be very exciting, and like it's gonna be a long day. Like we're gonna be there from like 3 o'clock, so that's when Amble are on, and Dermot Kennedy's not on till like after 9 p.m. I think, so it's gonna be a very long day. It's also, like I said, 35 degrees, and you know me, like I burn in like 5-degree weather. So yeah, I have like a denim shirt I'm gonna wear, so the shoulders and stuff are covered, the problem areas are covered. Lots of sun cream, hopefully try and be in shade where I can, or if possible. I'll take you along today, see what the whole Misneach setup is like. It's in a whole new venue obviously, so it's in the Domain, like literally in Sydney, like city centre, like near the Opera House I think. So yeah, it's gonna be very cool experience. First festival in Australia, in Sydney, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. We're gonna have some food now, go for pre-drinks, and then head to the festival. But yeah, so excited to see Dermot Kennedy for the 6th time. But yeah, see Kneecap and see what other artists, because there are a few artists dotted in between as well that I haven't heard of. That'll be good to see. But yeah, it's been a very musical week. 3rd gig, well, it's a festival, but like 3rd concert of this 1 week, which is insane. And yeah, obviously it's taken me a long time to come on to the vlog this week, but I'll come back on to, well, you know, there'll be loads of clips of Misneach as we go through, and then I'll come back on tomorrow and like debrief and say how it all went and anything else I need to do. But yeah, so excited to go put some makeup on, cover all this blotchiness, and just stick myself near a fan or something, because it's gonna be a hot and sweaty day. Yeah, let's go to Misneach.
Tried to grab her finger, but it wasn't so discreet. It's too late, gold is gone.
Today, a mural of a burning police car and chants of get the Brits out.
We appreciate this all coming out with some sweaty. Unisex panties, chunky hard. You know I've been your baby since the day that we met.
That morning in December, for the rest of my life.
Midnight drives when you'd sing, I'll play you songs you were in. I just wanna be there again. Do you remember when we were rolling the lowest that day?
To all the stars that light the road, don't ever leave that girl so cold. Never let me down, just leave me home.
You loved me more than anyone. Yeah, we were up so high.
Every summer night, wish I could have known that forever was a lie. But once upon a time, I was something to someone. I was something to someone.
It is Monday this morning. I wanted to recap on yesterday. I think I'm actually in the same outfit that I was in yesterday morning, but anyway, it's been a hard day. It's been a struggle today. Feeling a bit fragile would be the word. But yeah, I don't even think I like recorded myself outfit wise or anything yesterday. There are no photos of me from yesterday. Didn't take any photographs. It was a long day, but I will be better next time. We were rushing to go to pre-drinks yesterday, so I took like no footage of like leaving or anything, but maybe I'll get to wear the outfit again so there was no photo evidence so I can rewear. But anyway, yesterday was really good. Like the festival, Misneach Festival, was incredible, but it was a long day, especially for how hot it was. So it was 35 degrees yesterday. We set off from here I think like after 12 in the 12 afternoon, PM, whatever, to go to pre-drinks, and we had like a bagel basically that morning, and then pre-drinks, met some like me Irish people there, and then we headed to the Domain for like around like 2 o'clock I want to say, because we wanted to see Amble. So Amble, we're on a 3, so very early, and obviously peak sun time as well, so we got there, got in, and then got a drink. There's like a little like acoustic area by the Doss House. I think the Doss House must be a Irish bar in Sydney. I don't know, I've been here like 6 weeks, so I have no idea. They like hosted a whole like acoustic set in there, and like had like a pop-up bar and everything, serving Guinness of course, and yeah, so got some tins from there and then headed in for Amble. But it was so hot, like I mean I have never sweated that much I don't think in my life, and I brought my like foundation brush with me, and like the whole time I was literally just like patting myself, like patting the sweat into my face, like it was just everywhere. It was just coming off. It was awful. But Amble were amazing. I've never seen Amble before. I haven't even really heard of Amble, like to be honest, like until the festival was announced, like the lineup was announced. A lot of people we were with though, like they were really big fans of Amble, but from what we did see, like their 30 minutes or so set, very good, and I think I will be listening to Amble going forward. Very Irish, like acoustic traditional, but also like quite like sea shanty-ish, very traditional in the way, like very acoustic, banjo, that kind of stuff. But like they had a song called like Mariner or something, and it was, I don't know, it was just very traditional Irish, old Irish. Even the 3 of them, they looked traditional Irish. Like if you wanted to cast somebody in like an Irish rom-com, the main singer also kind of looked like Liam Frey from the Courteeners, but he is like literally typical like who you would expect to see in like Irish rom-com. That's just my thoughts. But yeah, they were very good. That was at 3 o'clock, so like 3:30 then somebody else came on. I think it was Sorcia, or maybe she was on when we came in, I can't remember. But we went back to Doss House, got more drinks and sat around, grabbed some shade like everyone else, and waited until Kneecap come on. So like I've always wanted to see Kneecap. I just like to be in the crowd atmosphere, what it's like, but because it's a festival, it's like it's not their festival, they're not headlining, so it's a bit of a mix of crowd. And we had like front area standing, so like we were at the front pit for them, and it was so good. Like really enjoyed it, and it was a bit of a laugh. I don't know, I think it's because like I'm from like near Belfast, and it's just so weird. Like they were drinking Buckfast on stage, and like Buckfast is like the drink of choice for where I'm from, and it was just like watching people from like Belfast on the stage in Sydney singing about like Irish politics and like Irish language, and singing things like and chanting things that I would never dare to chant like at home. Like you would not dare to chant at home, and it was just so like out of body experience. I don't know, it was weird. But I'm fully on board the Kneecap bandwagon, on the Kneecap train. Yeah, I think next time they come back to Sydney, they did upgrade their venue because they were playing on Saturday night in Sydney, and they did get a bigger venue, but not like that big, because I think they could have sold out an even bigger venue. But yeah, next time they come back to Sydney or wherever I am in the world, I will be going to a Kneecap concert, definitely. I think they're so fun, and I think, yeah, I'm excited for like where they're going to go and what they're going to like do with the Irish language and the songs they release kind of going forward, like now that they are so well known and like quite big. So yeah, Kneecap are really good. I've put in already like loads of clips so you'll see everything. But in between like Kneecap and Dermot Kennedy, so Dermot Kennedy wasn't on till like 9:30 I think, or like 9:20. So they had the Frames and Matt Corby, which I missed. I was in the shade again because it was so freaking hot, grabbing drinks, and went and got some food as well. They had like food trucks around the outside of the venue, the outer ring basically of the venue, lots of food stalls, and everyone was just like sitting on the grass like enjoying the day, but it was mega hot. And then then Dermot Kennedy came on to headline. I've mixed emotions, so like it's like a hard one to say. Like this is my 6th time seeing Dermot Kennedy. My first time ever was in New York in a really small room. It was the back of a record store in Brooklyn, and he had just released his first album, and I went by myself. I got the ticket from a girl on Twitter because it sold out obviously so quick. She had a ticket to give, so I went, and it was the most amazing way to see like Dermot Kennedy for the first ever time. I was a big fan, and he had just brought out his first album, and it was just like a small room, him and a guitar, that was it. And he only played like say 5 songs max, but it was amazing like to hear him and like see him in that environment. And then a few weeks later then he was playing in Radio City Music Hall in New York, so I went and seen him there, and that was a bigger venue obviously, but like still like a nice intimate-ish venue, and it was like seated, everywhere was seated, and it was just like him on like one podium and maybe like a couple other like band members, but it was his first album, Trip Back, and it was really nice. Then I seen him in London in like, what do you even call it, like it was like a archway in like London city centre, like London Bridge. It was like down by the arches, and it was basically he had released his Sonder album, and it was an album launch and a pop up like, you know, I would play in London, here's the venue, like on that morning basically, and got into that room right near the front. And he sang again like 5-6 songs, but it was so cool, like such a small intimate venue. It was just him and his guitar, everyone was like silent and like listening, beautiful. Like he suits such like a small venue, like really intimate setting. Then the next time was in Alley Pally in London, a much bigger venue than Radio City, like all standing. He had a bit more like upbeat songs and like a bit more like lighting, band effects. Still like that was a really good venue and a really good concert. And then the most recent time I seen him then was he headlined All Points East in Victoria Park in London, so outdoor festival, day festival, and like he had Olivia Dean, well I'm sure he didn't do it, but like it was Olivia Dean was the support before him, and then Dermot Kennedy was a headline. And I loved Olivia Dean, like she was so cool, first time seeing her, hearing her songs, and like really cool set, but I would say very different to Dermot Kennedy. And then Dermot Kennedy came on, headline, and yes, amazing, but there's something about me that doesn't think he suits an outdoor festival crowd. I don't know, because like a lot of his songs are slow and like real meaningful, and like I think he is a really deep and meaningful person and goes really deep into the lyrics and what the meaning about songs are and like why he wrote them, and you can tell he just feels things a lot and he wants to kind of portray that across. Like you're not going to have a laugh and a joke with him on stage, do you know what I mean? He's very serious, like very humble and appreciative, like where he's got to in the music and how everybody resonates with the music. I don't know if he suits a festival crowd, I really don't, especially like to headline a festival. I don't know, like, and it's so like it's so hard to say because I love Dermot Kennedy. Like I've seen him this is my 6th time seeing him. Like I love him, I love his voice, I love his music, like his first album I adore, like I love his voice, but I 100% would take like 100 shows in a small room with him and his guitar over like a big outdoor festival. Like I think that's what he suits the most, but I feel bad saying that because you want them to get bigger, you want them to grow and like have these big massive like audiences and play these massive events, but it's so conflicting because it's like I don't think he suits it, and I think I'd rather hear him in like small venue. Like if you had Kneecap headlining that festival, it would have been like off, it would have went off, and you would like leave there being like, oh my god, like that was insane, incredible. Like seeing Kasabian on the night before on Saturday, like, you know, everyone was like jumping up and down, like mosh pits galore, like the buzz off the crowd was insane, like the adrenaline and like just the vibe of the room. Whereas like Dermot Kennedy, he finished with Parting Glass, like it's a traditional Irish song. I sang it at my friend's wedding. Like it's a very end of night song. It's basically if you were like in a small pub in Ireland and that was like the last song of the night before you went home, like you'd go home and have a good sleep. Like that's quite the way it is. It's very sentimental, it's very nice. And he invited everybody back on stage as well for the last song, which is quite nice. Kneecap had already left the building at that point, but he had like Glenn Hansard and stuff on, and it was just a nice way to end it. But I don't know if it's a nice way to end outdoor festival. I don't know, I just don't know if it's the vibe. It's so conflicting. It's like I love Dermot Kennedy and I love the festival and the idea of it, and I just, yeah, it just like kind of like went like Amble were good, and then like Kneecap were amazing, and then Dermot Kennedy was like good, and then the end it was like just, it was like nice, but it was so friggin' hot, and we've been there from like 2:30, and this was now 11 p.m. like it was such a long day, we were exhausted, like part of me was like falling asleep. I think it was just too long a day, because you could even see like during Dermot Kennedy's set people were just like leaving, probably, you know, to get like trains home and get whatever, but like it was just droves of people just walking out continuously throughout the set. So whether it was just like too long of a day, perhaps it could have been the heat as well. Like it was very hot, people could have been working because it's not a bank holiday in Australia, it's day for St. Patrick's Day. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. A lot of thoughts, as you can tell, but I think he will bring it back next year to Sydney by the sounds of it. I think I would wait and see what the lineup is before I would buy a ticket. Personally, I would have loved to have seen Picture This at it. I don't know why they weren't asked. Maybe they were busy, maybe they weren't even thought of, I don't know, but I think Picture This would have been an incredible addition to the lineup. So potentially maybe next year. If Dermot Kennedy, if you're happen to be watching this, really sorry, I love you so much, so disregard what I just said, but picture this next year to be part of it. I think that would be insane. But yeah, that's my 2 pennies worth about the Misneach Festival. Very mixed feelings towards it. Like the idea of it, amazing. All these Irish acts and like a field full of Irish people in the middle of Sydney for St. Patrick's Day, like amazing. And it did feel like, you know, a bit of like home from home for the day and a nice place for like everyone to come together and celebrate being Irish abroad. So hats off to Dermot Kennedy for organising the whole thing and putting it all together, because it was incredible. And we shall see where it ends up then next year and whether he comes back to Sydney. And I would be jealous, like if I was, you know, anywhere else in the world watching like Sydney get this, Boston get this. So whether he's gonna, I don't know, like I mean it's St. Patrick's Day, so it's like not like a full week of events, it's like it's one day of the year. So I don't know how long you can kind of like prolong it for, and you can't expect Dermot Kennedy to be in like 10 places at once. I know Boston is very close to his heart because he bussed a lot in Boston, and Boston is very Irish as well. Like I love Boston. I would have said New York was more Irish than Boston, so I was surprised he didn't do New York. Yeah, interested to see whether he does like a Misneach Festival in Ireland, because that would be really, really cool. But time will tell where it ends up and how it goes. And yeah, that was my musical week in Sydney. That was a very, very heavy musical week. Like I had the Kid Francescoli, I think it was, on Thursday night. Kasabian Blossoms on Saturday night, and then the whole festival day on Sunday. So I was wrecked this morning, like awful. So yeah, I'm gonna end the vlog here because all I've done is talk about music this whole week, and it's a very musical week in Sydney, which I love, and I'm not complaining in the slightest because I wanted to go to so much musicals or music concerts and stuff. Like I literally said when I got to Sydney and I did my 2025 vision board, like it was concerts were on my vision board, and I hadn't been to a concert in a full year because of traveling. I love live music, and I was like 2025 is going to be the year of like concerts and festivals, and I've been to five concerts since I've got to Sydney 6 weeks ago, which is insane. Like that just blows my mind. But yeah, so thankful, and who knows how many concerts are to come. Like I have nothing in the calendar now, I don't think, until I think Oasis. Yeah, I think Oasis is the next one I have in the calendar in September, August or September. We're going to California, don't even ask. But that's the next concert I have scheduled in, and I do not think that'll be the next one I go to. I think there'll be a lot more between then, and I want to get more tickets. I know James Arthur is going on tour soon, and I will be first in line to get tickets if he comes to Australia, which I hope he does. But yeah, we'll see what other gigs come my way on my radar, and you'll be the first to know about it. So yeah, thanks so much for sticking around for this very musical week in Sydney. If you are new, please do subscribe and like and comment, and you could be another person to comment on my accent and how terrible, how much you can't understand me. I'll take it, it's fine, I'm used to it. But yeah, stick around for like what else is to come in these Sydney vlogs and Australia vlogs. We've also booked a bit of a trip away to Uluru in a few weeks. That'll be coming up soon. And 26, oh my god, it's my birthday next week. Is it next week? What day is today? 27, no, 17, 10 days. Yeah, it's my birthday next week, so we'll see what we get up to this week, and then next week will be my birthday week. I mean, not that I have any friends except himself to celebrate with, so it'll very much be a birthday like hour of celebrations, you know, but fine. I'll, you know, only turn 28 once, I suppose, and it's not a very important number, so yeah. Okay, I need to stop rambling. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in next week's vlog. Bye.